What's kicking, y'all? Kwikpanik here, and today I'm back with like my second or third PSA grade reveal video. Today I have 20 cards that came back from PSA, just grabbed them from the mail, hot off the press, and we're going to explore the grades together. I have some Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh cards, some Japanese Pokemon cards, as well as some vintage Pokemon cards, and some newer English Yu-Gi-Oh cards to check the grades out for. Now, I did have my wife check a couple just to make sure that there wasn't anything wonky going on. It sounds like we have some stinkers, but we also have some like amazing grades. So I'm looking forward to get into those. Let's crack it open now. All right, the box is here. For the sake of keeping my address private, I'm not going to show it on camera, but it's a nice hefty box. It says Fragile on it, which I believe is French for don't break my cards. I have been waiting for this submission to come back for about 6 weeks, which really is not that bad at all. If you're not familiar with what's been going on the past year and a half or so, grading companies have been absolutely inundated with orders. People have just been submitting cards, which is crazy because I started grading cards back in about 2017. I submitted my first set of Pokemon cards to get graded, and it only took, I want to say 3 weeks back then, maybe 2 weeks, and it only cost me like $25 a card, I want to say. These all cost $50 a piece to be graded, and it was considered like a bulk submission, which is, I think, economy. It was like an economy event. I have a subscription to PSA, and they allowed me to get into a queue and wait for an hour to get 20 spots for grades. So, pulling this out of the box now. Oh. Here it is. I have no clue what order these are in. So, let's just get into it. I have some like really cool Japanese Rush Duel cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! I have some tag team cards from Pokemon that only came out in Japan. Let's just go backwards, if I can. You can see all the slabs here. I have one display for my PSA slabs over on the wall, and now I'm gonna have to create another one specifically for Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So that's exciting. Here is the first card off the top. You can see we got a nice stack here. Nothing got rejected, so that's good. I'm going to do this, and you will not be able to see the grade yet, but we have a Lost Art Promo Dark Magician Girl, and I actually collect Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl cards, and this is just like some really nice art that was done that I haven't had graded yet. You can see my fan in the reflection. Sorry for the scuffed recording. But I think I saw this one and the centering was off, so I'm going to guess this is either like an 8 or a 9. And it's a 9, which is fine. A lot of these cards I have slabbed because I like to keep them protected. The grade is like a bonus. 9 is really good. I picked up this card myself. It wasn't handled by anybody else. So 9 is exactly what I was hoping for. 10 would have been like crazy, and I knew it didn't deserve it because the centering, as you can see, the left is much thinner than the right. That's totally fine. This is the first print of the Dark Magician Girl Lost Art promo, and yeah, it's got a little bit of different border. The reprint had like the extra border, like the gray border for normal Yu-Gi-Oh cards you'll see on some of the later ones. That takes away a little bit from the picture, but there you go. First one is a PSA 9, not that bad. I'm going to turn off my fan really quick. Okay, sorry, the glare was like driving me insane. Let's get the next one. It's another Yu-Gi-Oh card. Ooh, and this is from Rush Duel, which is a Japan-only set of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they have really cool, unique art, and as you can see, it takes up like the majority of the card. This isn't a format of Yu-Gi-Oh that I've ever played, but I thought it was really nice art, and I needed to get it graded. So this is my first Red Eyes Black Dragon that I've ever graded. This one came straight out of a pack that I pulled, so I'm going to say that this was probably a PSA 10. Japanese card stock tends to be a lot better, and as you can see, it's really nicely centered. So I'm going to guess a 10, and it is a 10. So here's our first 10 of the reveal, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, and he's got, what is that, Nova Blast, I think, or something like that, from the Gold Rush pack, so that's great. Let's get into the next one here, another Yu-Gi-Oh card. This is Rush Duel again, and this will go into my Dark Magician collection. This one I actually had to buy on eBay. I tried pulling it. I bought so many Gold Rush boxes, and I never pulled it, so this one was secondhand, but it looked like it was in great condition, so I would say this is a 9 or a 10. And it's a 10. Add this to my collection. I actually have a couple of PSA 10 Dark Magicians. Unlike this one, this was from my last submission. This is the Ghost Rare one that I pulled on stream on Twitch. It got a 6, even though the front was pristine. The back has like a little bit of scuffing that you probably can't see with all the lighting setup that I have here, but yeah, that was unfortunate. So this will go into the Dark Magician collection, so that's great. A second 10. Let's get into the next one. This one is not a Rush Duel card, and this is actually a Starlight Rare Illusion of Chaos, which is going into the Dark Magician collection. It's a Dark Magician support card. This is a Starlight Rare, which is insanely hard to pull. It's like 1 out of every 2 cases, I think, or something around there. Maybe 1 out of every case, something like that. But it's got a special Hall of Foil that's different than the secret rares. Man, my glare is really bad. But I pulled this myself, went straight into the sleeve. The centering was great. I'm going to say that this is a 9 or a 10. 10! PSA 10. Gosh, this is starting really well. A 9, 2 10s. This is great. Oh man, that looks so good. I actually have another Starlight Rare. Maybe that's what's coming up next here. Oh, this is a Rush Duel card, actually. Dark Magician Girl. Okay, so I know this one had like really good centering and everything, but on the back, I believe there was a little bit of an issue on the top corner, but that was it. So I'm gonna say this got an 8. It got a 9. Oh, well that's great. It'll match my other Dark Magician Girl. So this goes into the collection. It had that nick, but the rest of the card was pristine. If you buy the Psycho Battle Royale Nintendo Switch game in order to get one of these to grade, it comes with a Pot of Greed and another card that I've never seen in my life. The promo pack comes loose in the case, and this was my second attempt. It cost like $78 or something like that for each one. I figured this one was pretty good, so PSA 9 is really great. A second Dark Magician Girl PSA 9, that's really great. There's some other Yu-Gi-Oh cards that we haven't seen yet, so we're moving on to Pokemon. I think they took them out of order. So this is a first edition Fossil Moltres. This is a card that I picked up from somebody else. I did not pull this myself. It looked like it was in really great condition. I'm going to say that this was like an 8 candidate. I don't think it really had any whitening problems. It seemed really, really good. So I'm going to say this is an 8 or a 9, and it's a 9. PSA 9, first edition Fossil Moltres. This will go great. I have a first edition PSA 9 Fossil Dragonite that I pulled myself on YouTube, actually, one of my older videos. And it was really cool to pull, and now I can add like another legendary-esque Pokemon from the OG days. So another 9. I'm a little bit worried because I know there's some cards that have there's like 2 or 3 bomb grades based on what my wife said, and I'm scared to see what they are. Oh boy, another Dark Magician. This is a card that I pulled myself, and it seemed like it was in pristine condition when I pulled it. I actually had another copy that I bought on TCG Player, but the condition was not as described. I actually had a display box of Battle of Chaos just sitting on my desk as a decoration because I really like the art on it. And so I opened the other box after opening 13 boxes and not pulling it, and I just opened the one on my desk and it was there. So I thought this had a real shot at a PSA 10. I'm going to say this is a 9 or a 10. If it's 10, I'm going to lose it because this is the one that I wanted to have a PSA 10 more than any other card in this set. So it's a 9. Oh, man. So close. A PSA 9 is going to be great. It matches the Dark Magician Girls. The other one had like some foil scratching. This one seemed so good. The problem with this card is the way that they like included it in the set was it could replace the last card in a pack. This is probably not the greatest view. I got to figure out how to set up my lighting so it doesn't screw up like that. But PSA 9, it's based on the Bandai art, and it was really cool to be able to pull one myself. So it's going in the memory bank, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy that I at least got a 9. Okay, we are back to Japanese cards. So this is a stainless steel Dark Magician. It's from the 20th anniversary Duelist box, and there's also Blue Eyes to go along with it, which I think is the next card. I don't know. This is the first stainless steel card I've ever graded, and I just don't know how it's gonna go. Oh my gosh, the glare is insane. I'm gonna see if I can adjust the camera after this one, but It's stainless steel. I don't know what that means. I don't know how they grade these, so I have no guess. I have zero guess. It was in great condition, I thought. Oh, it's a 9. Okay. I got a PSA 9 on a stainless steel card. We're going to take a better look at this after I adjust the camera. Give me 1 second. Well, I did my best. I guess I'm just destined to have this crazy glare on it, but there you go. Stainless steel, Dark Magician, adding it to the collection. Looks like everything's just getting 9s today, but let's see what else we got up next. I think the next one is the Blue Eyes from that very same set, which means it's stainless steel. I have no guess for this one either because I don't know how stainless steel cards grade. This, I'm guessing, graded similarly. It seemed like it was in the same condition. Centering and everything was great, so I'm going to guess a PSA 9. And it got a 9, so that's really cool. The stainless steel card's graded better than I thought. I thought there would be some, like, weird manufacturing error that I had to consider. But yeah. Gosh, I got to work on my lighting setup. Let's get down to the next card. It's a Rush Duel card. I think this is going to be Summon Skull. It is. We have a really cool holographic. This is not like the Dark Magician or the Red Eyes or the Dark Magician Girl. This is just a phenomenal holographic. I bought this one loose. I thought this one had like a minor corner problem, so I'm going to say that this one got a 9 instead of a 10. 9. There you go. So, Summon Skull, another one of Yugi's ace monsters from the original series, and I just felt like the art was so good, I had to get it graded. It's fantastic. Next one's a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I have another Starlight rare lurking in here, and there it is. This one I actually bought loose. I didn't pull this one myself. Sorry, I need to move over my cards. Now that I've adjusted the setup to no benefit to anybody. So we have Gaia, the Magical Knight of Dragons. It's a retrain of the original Gaia, the Dragon Champion, and I just thought it looked freaking amazing. And it was a Starlight I needed to pick up. It was only like $100 to buy it. It seemed in immaculate condition. If the Illusion of Chaos got a 10, I'm going to say this is probably also a 10. It's a 9. I wonder why. But 9s and 10s, this is great so far. We are about to hit a rough patch, I feel. Based on the preview that I got from my wife just giving them a once-over before the grades came out. Okay, so Winged Dragon of Ra Ghost Rare. I pulled this over on Twitch, and this card is notorious for having like some hollow scratches, which I can't really see in the case, and especially can't see with the glare. But this is the Winged Dragon of Ra, a god card, so an OG, and I pulled this myself. I wanted to slab it for the memory. These have like an incredibly rare chance to get a 10. I'm going to say that this is like a PSA 8 because of the hollow problem. And it's an 8. So exactly what I was expecting. I was kind of expecting worse. So PSA 8, that's our first 8 of the reveal, and it looks really good. I think that's a fantastic card. And especially because Ghosts from the Past 2 just got released in the US. I'm excited to add that to my collection and grade some other stuff. This is a Crocodile Promo from the e-reader series. That's what that left border is about. I have a PSA 10 of the Quilov and the Bayleaf, and the seller didn't have a Crocodile, so I bought a raw Crocodile, and it looked great. I'm hoping this is a 10 to match. The art is fantastic. It's really unique and never came out in the US, so that's why I wanted to grade this one. And a 6? Hold on, what? There's no way. A 6? This isn't even hollow to have like scratches on it or anything. Oh my gosh. This is almost not believable. I don't see any problems on it. A PSA 6 on a non-hollow card. Wow. I'm not quite sure what to say there. I don't know if they think the yellow border over here is part of the border and they thought it was extremely off-center. I'm at a loss for words, so we'll put that there. That's really interesting. The next card is Latios. This is from a theater set of decks. This is another e-reader. I am going to be so upset if they graded these e-reader cards like that because of the border, because these cards were in fantastic condition. There were no dents or anything. I'll have to look at them closer later with better lighting, but I thought this had a chance at a 9. If it was an 8, I wouldn't be super surprised. I bought these secondhand, but they were in really good condition. So a 7. Okay. I really got to wonder if whoever graded my batch just isn't super familiar with e-reader cards. I mean, it has some silvering on the back, like some whitening on the edges, just like a little bit, which is why I thought it might get an 8, but that's a 7. The next card is Latias, so I really like the art on these, and I just want to slab them for that, but I really thought they had fantastic condition, so this is a little bit weird. But this is the matching Latias to go with the Latios, and it got an 8. That's kind of what I expected because they had like some minor corners. You can see that there's a little bit of white stuff down there, but okay. I mean, these are the rough grades that I was talking about. These next ones are newer cards. This is Green's Exploration, I believe, or Green's... Oh, it says it at the top. Yeah, Exploration. That's really weird. This is a pretty expensive raw card to find now. They never released this tag team, or team up, I think. Tag team GX All-Stars. There you go. Card in the US, and I loved the art. So let's see what we got. A 10. Oh, that's amazing. We got a PSA 10 for green. That's great. These cards have really gone up in value, and I'm glad I snagged them when they were only like $40 or $50 a piece, so I really don't feel bad about that. We got a 10. Let's see if we can get the matching set. The next one should be blue. Yep, there's blue with his Charmander. Look at the art on those. Tokia is the artist there. My dog is sleeping by my feet, so you can see my camera moving. These were all in very similar condition, so I'm going to guess a 10. It is a 10. Dang, that's great. Blue with his Charmander. This was my original starter in red version when I started playing in 1998. So that's very cool. The next one, you guessed it, is definitely going to be red. Okay, they took my cards out of order, just for the record. This is the special delivery Bidoof. And this card was very cool because you had to sign up to get the opportunity to get a code. So when you placed an order for a certain amount, you could get the special delivery Bidoof. This one seemed to be centered really well. It might be a little bit off top to bottom, but I thought this had a real shot at a 10. I didn't see any print lines, so I'm going to guess that it's a 9 or a 10. A 10! Special delivery Bidoof! That's so great. PSA 10. Oh, that's great. What a meme card. I love how doofy this card is. There's actually a special delivery Pikachu that's on the back of a Charizard that never got released in the US officially. I actually have a friend with one of the rare copies that got out. So maybe let me know in the comment section if you'd like to see a video on that elusive card. But PSA 10 on the special delivery Bidoof is insane. Where is Red? Red should be somewhere around here. There's Lorelai and Misty. This is another one of those tag team cards that never got released in the US. I'm a huge fan of this art. It looks great. Lorelai is like one of the most just memorable Elite Four trainers that I ever faced playing Pokemon growing up. So this was in great condition. I'm going to say that this has a good shot at a 10. Oh. A 5? No way! There's no way! Oh my gosh, PSA, what are you doing to me? Oh, no way. I've got to check this card out a little bit closer. I have no clue. There must have been like an indent, like a printer indent or something that I didn't notice when I submitted this. Whew. I mean, I wanted to slab this for the art. That's the lowest grade I've ever graded, I think. Last one should be, there is Red with his Bulbasaur, the best starter. And I'm going to go ahead and guess that this is a 10, I'm hoping. It should be in similar condition to the other ones. It's PSA 10, so we're ending on a positive note. It's great that I got all three of these in matching 10s. I really, really love that. It's a little bit unfortunate that we got a 5 on one of my favorite full art trainer cards. I'm gonna have to submit another card. Oh, I think I can see an indentation here over here. I don't recall seeing that. But we got a 5, a 6, a 7. So a 5, a 6. I don't understand how this got a 6. A 7 on the Latios, an 8 on the matching Latias, another 8 with the Winged Dragon of Ra, Ghost Rare, which normally gets like really bad grades. And then we got more 9s than anything else. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 9s, which is pretty good. And then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 10s. So that's pretty good. All in all, I'm super happy with the return, except for the 5 and the 6. I think the 7 and the 8s were warranted. I'm very curious to look at these cards a little bit closer and see if I can determine what I missed. But I hope you guys enjoyed the grading reveal. I'll be streaming over on Twitch. I'll be streaming over on twitch.tv/Kwikpanik. That information will be in the description. I stream on Mondays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. And I'll occasionally do mass pack openings on Fridays to see if we can pull some more cards to get graded. I have another submission's worth of cards to send in. So if you enjoy this kind of content, please let me know in the comment section down below. And leave a like if you enjoyed the video. And I'll make my lighting situation better, I promise. Okay, that's all I got for today. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Later.